That's why I'm always like, yo, the community isn't bad. It's just there's bad people everywhere. The gaming community isn't bad.
Music is love. Music is life.
People. Disgusting. Personally, I think Yash should be in the SPL. I mean, I don't disagree. Oh, it's this kid. Is this kid toxic? Why does his name look familiar? Is this kid toxic? His name looks like super familiar. Sometimes. Hey, what's up, Cool Summer? How we doing? Games have been alright, you know, just the usual, getting sniped by your favorite, command in chat. How many Hoyis today? Like 5? I should probably start banning him.
Minions have spawned.
I will say, I think it is trendy for people who retreat into gaming to relax to be toxic. I just think people have a lack of control over the happiness that they experienced in their life that they self-produce by the actions they make, and the only way they can find joy or some semblance of joy is trying to bring other people down enough to a point to where they don't feel like they're as unhappy as they actually are. Juke to the left.
Let's get charged!
Spirit of death approaching.
Be a hard one because I'm gonna have to fight at a distance the entire time. It's gonna be a hard one. I have to fight at a distance the entire time. Yeah. Yeah, we need Chris to play something else random, but I think one of the most cathartic things in Smite is when people stop your back just for you to kill them. Yeah. Yeah. We're making him lose a lot of gold though, so this is still definitely worth making him lose a lot of gold. Gamers depressed. I think a lot of I think we don't realize how little the toxicity is. And what I mean by that is, I think you don't realize that you play against a lot of people who don't have a toxic interaction with you. It just seems like it from other cases because those are just so like prevalent. Like, you'll notice the one really toxic lad in your lobby, but not the other 8 people who are also having to deal with it, right? So we're talking like 1 out of 10, like 10%, maybe even less. I think sometimes, like, we don't remember the kids that just didn't matter to our day, right? Like, you're more prone to remember just from recency bias, like, the fact that, like, somebody was toxic, but yet, like, we don't remember the 80 other interactions we had that day, which would just literally meant nothing. So some people will be like, oh, it's toxic all the time. It's like, it's like 10%, and they were just really annoying. How about I play with your mom?
Got him!
Weird question. What is the hardest god in the game that you feel you've played better than most?
Let's get charged. Throw your hands up.
Nuwa? Nuwa is not good in Duel at all, and I've beaten some very good players.
Throw your hands up. Let's get charged.
I've beaten some very good players with Nuwa. Like, I've beaten, like, Hoogies, etc., etc. I've beaten some very good players with Nuwa that I had no right beating. Because she's played in just a different way. And then you make comparisons. A lot of other people play her and they just do not play her well. They just think, oh, you know, you put the minions down, you blow them up. I'm like,
They just rained on your parade!
Friends, in the afterlife.
it's very rare to me that I have ever found a good Nuwa in, It's very rare to me that I have ever found a good Nuwa in Duel.
Let's get charged.
Even in Conquest, to be fair, like, nobody preemptively uses her root auto, right? Nobody, like, holds stuns. Nobody holds stuns to, like, time stuns with specific damage that's going to be beneficial. Stuff like that.
Throw your hands up.
How you doing, Manny, by the way?
Let's get charged.
Yes! Your middle tower is under attack.
Don't touch my stuff, my friend. Somebody help Ligma, he's down bad.
Get charged.
I don't find Nuwa good, probably because she's harder to, like, the reason people don't play her well is because she seems very simple, but you have to use her kit in ways that promote your ability. But don't get me wrong, Nuwa is one of these characters that, like, if they play a certain matchup, you're fucked. Like, it doesn't matter. They play Hades, you're screwed. They play, like, something that can clear from a far distance, you're screwed.
Let's get charged. Throw your hands up. Let's get charged.
To bring it thunder!
Again, friends.
Get low when the whistle blows.
Your team has destroyed a middle enemy tower.
Not BMing. I just don't want him to get this revenge gold.
Music never dies.
Not BMing, just don't want him to get this revenge gold. When you're on a killing spree like that, which means you have 3 kills over them, which means they would get revenge gold and the bounty for being on it and a shutdown bonus, they would literally get like 900 gold in like an entire level just from the kill. utilizing her passive well. Knowing when to blow up your minions and when not to is something that is slept on.
Swiftly, my friend. Just in time.
Music makes you lose control. Let's get charged. Throw your hands up.
Oh, you move like a jaguar. Ooh.
Throw your hands up. Oh yeah.
Turn up the bass. Yo, chat, if you guys haven't followed the stream, feel free to drop a follow. We're live 6 days a week, 8 hours a day.
Music makes you lose control.
Just in time.
Let's get charged.
Ooh, very good.
Probably didn't need to beats. I didn't want to get stunned and have him jump away though. I don't mind weaken.
Throw your hands up.
I think a lot of people. I know there's a lot of people that have been rubbed the wrong way by Weaken. I personally have never had any like negative interaction with him. The things that I've seen that people don't like about him, like I can say are fair and not fair, but also at the same time I know there's people that don't like me for objective reasons, right? I don't like Chris for this reason, and then some people also at the same time like me for that reason. So it is what it is.
Let's get charged. Throw your hands up. Let's get charged. Call 911 now. Music makes you lose control. Throw your hands up. Let's get charged. Music makes you lose control. Hey, must have.
But also at the same time, I often choose to try and look past people's flaws because a lot of people, when they talk about creators, don't take the time to understand that they actually are people as well. And that is not an excuse for any creator that has any shitty behavior, but I think a lot of times people just view creators like almost like not as people, kind of like when we play against other gamers, like we're not sitting there considering that they're another person. You ever notice like you're talking shit and then someone in the post-game lobby is like, hey yo, GG, and then you immediately are like, oh shit, yo, my bad, bro.
Let's get charged.
Yeah, SPL's on you. That's why there's more. Do not, people.
This is his mark. Just in time.
Yeah, they're stealing my viewers, bro.